Alright, welcome back to Cobalt Black. So today, we are going to be taking a look at Dogwitch. Yesterday I did a Let's Play of my first impressions, but today we're going to be reviewing the game and I'm going to be telling you guys my opinions on it. Dogwitch launched earlier this month for $9.99 and I've been rolling dice and slaying spells for quite a bit. The real question is, should you actually spend your money on this? Let's talk about it. Dogwitch is a dice-powered roguelike deck builder from solo developer Heckmouse. If you've played Dicey Dungeons or Slay the Spire, you'll immediately understand what's happening here. You're playing as, and I'm not making this up, a dog that's been turned into a witch by a sketchy wizard and the potion he made. And now, you're rolling enchanted dice to cast spells to overthrow your former master. Each run takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and the core loop is roll dice. Those dice power your spells trigger item effects, and you're constantly building synergies as you collect over 150 different magical artifacts. Alright, so let me start with what I actually like about this game, because there's actually quite a bit. If you bounced off Slay the Spire because you didn't want to read 50 different cards and do mental math on every turn, Dogwitch simplifies that. You roll dice, the numbers are right there, you immediately understand what your options are. But, and this is important, it's not too simple, there's real depth here in how you combo items together. When I say the numbers are right there, I mean the effects are right there. They're not really typical dice, I guess. The synergies are actually genuinely interesting in this game. There's over 150 items, and that sounds like a lot, and it is, but the game does a good job of making you feel like you're discovering new interactions every run. You've got normal items, then you've got corrupted versions that are more powerful, but come with some risks. The risk-reward decision-making keeps things spicy. Runs are short and satisfying. If you're like me and you've got maybe 30 minutes before you need to do something else, you can actually finish a run. You're not left mid-dungeon wondering, should you just quit out or leave your computer running? I don't know. This is a huge plus for pick-up and play sessions. Once you've beaten the game, you unlock different hats that fundamentally change how you play. These aren't just cosmetic, they add new mechanics and challenges. It's a smart way to add replayability without just saying, here's a harder difficulty. And lastly, the vibe is chill. There's a lo-fi trip-hop soundtrack that's genuinely relaxing. Art style is weird, charming, psychedelic thing that kind of works. You're fighting gun-wielding Russian dolls and vengeful cat ladies, and somehow it all makes sense in context. Now, for what might not. The RNG can feel a bit rough sometimes. Some players are complaining about there being too much randomness. There are runs where you just don't get the dice rolls you need, and it feels kind of bad. But that's part of roguelikes. If you're someone who gets tilted by bad RNG, be aware. And that leads into my next point. The difficulty curve can feel a bit rough. I don't know if you've heard of the YouTube channel Alexa, but it took him quite a few hours to beat a run of this game. So much so that some fans thought he was rage baiting for the series. And after playing this game myself, I don't think he was. This game can just be really unforgiving unless you understand it fully. There's still some bugs being patched. The developers literally had to roll back a build because they pushed an update too fast and it broke things. They're actively fixing stuff, which is good, but if you're the type who wants a perfectly polished experience on day one, maybe give it a bit. And it's not as deep as something like Slay the Spire. If you're looking for the next 500-hour obsession with infinite build variety, this probably isn't it. It's more accessible, which is great, but that comes with a ceiling on complexity. Here's who I think should grab this game. If you like Dicey Dungeons and wish it had more items and synergies and build variety, this is basically that. If you want a roguelite you can actually finish in one sitting, this is perfect for that. If you're tired of reading paragraphs of card text and just want to see numbers and roll dice, this simplifies things without dumbing them down. And if you love dogs and magic, I mean, come on, guys. But who should maybe wait? If you hate dice RNG mechanics, this will not make you like them. Okay, if that is not for you, then this is not for you. You want super long, meaty roguelike experiences, you might find this to be too bite-sized. And if you're waiting for more patches, that's fair, give it a month and it should be, rectified. Alright, here's my actual recommendation. I think Dogwitch is good, but I'd probably wait for a sale unless you're specifically craving this type of game right now. At $9.99 it's already cheap, but if you've got a backlog, wait for it to hit $7 or $6. I don't think that's a bad call. This game will be more polished in a month or two anyways. For me personally, I've been enjoying this game. It's not going to replace, any of the other games I play, but it's a solid addition to the genre, and for $10, I don't feel bad about the purchase at all. There's a demo available if you want to try before you buy, which is always appreciated, and if you pick it up, let me know in the comments what builds you've been running, because I guarantee you I'm playing this suboptimally. I usually am. If this review helped you make a decision, thumbs up, and if you want more indie roguelike coverage like this, you know where that subscribe button is. And as with all of my reviews, I have a Let's Play on the channel of my first run of the game, so go on and check that out if you want to see more gameplay. I'm willing to bet there's a link on screen right now, and there will be one in the comments and one in the description to it. Anyways, guys, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.